Gaffer, defeat late on here. What do you make of the game overall today?
Look, for large parts of it, our shape was very, very good. We've restricted Chesterfield to very, very little in the game. But we've let in another late goal, and it's not good enough. It's not acceptable, and I get that. I totally understand it. And it's happened in far too many games recently. So how that ball comes in the box and we don't get a challenge on it, that's not good enough for me. So yeah, that will obviously be looked at again, and it will be dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, another painful defeat with the late goal. What do you feel's making these late goals happen at the moment?
I don't know, Ethan. I don't know. I haven't got the answers for you. That's the honest truth. We've got to make sure we're tougher and stand up to balls into our box when it matters at the end of games. But obviously people are playing on that now. As I say, we've restricted Chesterfield to very, very little. Today our shape was, I thought it was fantastic. They've hardly had a shot at goal, a clear-cut chance, and they had some shots from distance. But that was it. But look, before the corner comes in, there's two corners coming late in the game. Before that, a long ball comes forward and we're too deep. We've got to stop dropping back. I want us to have the mentality to be on the front foot and for us to be playing up the pitch. And we can't be going back to the edge of our box at the end of games, and that's probably one of the things that is costing us.
And looking at the shape today, quite a big system change with a back three in the end. What was your thinking behind switching up today?
Look, I felt I wanted to see us with two up top. I felt there's nothing wrong. I think sometimes when you're not getting results, you look at your squad and your team. Sometimes the group needs a new toy to play with, if you like, and a new system. And that was really the thinking behind it. Look, a lot of our games, I stand by it. I think we've done all right. We've been the better team in a lot of games recently. I'm not saying we were the better team today. I thought it was quite even, really. But in a lot of games we've been the better team, and we've been done with late goals, and we've turned wins which we've had into draws, or we've turned draws which we've had into defeats. But it's not acceptable, and we've got to be better. And look, I'm part of that. I'm not putting this all on the players. It's on me as well. So we've got to improve, or we're just going to be an average team.
I suppose with this point to run that we're on at the moment, to start with the back three that we had, three very experienced centre halves, Farms in goal, it must have felt good to have that as your spine of the team today, which, you know, again, for long periods of the game,
Ethan, they played well. The three centre backs, it disrupted us a little bit. Obviously, Stokes, he's had to come off with his back's gone into spasm. So then we obviously had to change things a little bit. But I thought we'd ridden most of the storm out, and we're in the 89th minute again, and it's a sucker punch. It's a hard one to take at the minute. It's hurting us all, and we've just we've got to keep going, but it's difficult.
One of those lads who you particularly must be gutted for, Paul Farman, because he made some really huge saves today in some vital moments.
Did he make loads of saves?
One-on-one.
One-on-one. I thought he'd come out and get it. I didn't think they cut us open loads. That save come from a mistake from us, Ethan. They didn't cut us open. And Farm's done what I expect him to do. He's a good goalkeeper. I expect him to do what he did. I think when we're going forward, I think we could have picked our own moments better as far as finding that final pass better. That would be a slight criticism. But look, I'm very, very frustrated at the minute. I know results aren't good enough, and that's we haven't won enough games lately, and I have to take that on the chin. I have to accept that, and but what I will do, I'll keep fighting, and we'll come back and have another go next week.
And to still, at the end of the day, have over 263 Barrow fans here. I mean, another impressive display from our fans.
Yeah, they were great. Heard them singing all game. Obviously, they're not too happy at the end, and I totally understand that, and I can only apologise that we haven't got any points again today.
And now, big break between our next game away at Bradford. It must be really nice for you to have this time to properly spend with the players.
I'd rather have another game, Ethan. Look, I've had plenty of time on the training ground with the players recently. We've got to get better. When you go over that white line, you've got to go and get a result, and at the minute we're not doing it well enough.